All right. Uh, First video that I'm shooting in my hostel room, and welcome to Project IT. Welcome. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, fine. um, in this video, I'm just gonna be giving life updates and the reason for still posting on this channel. So it's gonna be a bit of a longer video. I have no scripts here. I've got a small light here for the lighting effects, trying to look where it suits well. And I also have a ring light behind if you want to see. You can see the reflection here. There's a ring light. That's why the lighting is kind of better. I'm trying to not make it too overwhelming here. So yeah, welcome to this channel. If you don't know me, if you haven't seen me before, or if it's the first time that you're visiting my YouTube page, I'm Ashwath Krishna, and I am a first year BTech student at IIT Jammu, and I'm from the chemical engineering department. So, not very interesting, as I've heard. Chemical department is not very lucrative, so we are not the CSE, MNC, or electrical guys, but it's stable, and I'm really happy. So I'm in my hostel room right now. I'm supposed to be attending an orientation session, but well, I've attended enough of them. So now I'm just wanted to make a video. So why Project IT is still going, or what is a need for this? I started this channel around 5 years ago when I was in 8th standard. I was influenced a lot by people like Kalpit Veerwal, and then later people like Nishan Jindal. Oh, what is happening? Okay, fine. There was a little bit of a problem there. So, as I said, I was influenced by all these people on the JE YouTube sphere, and I thought, why not give it a try? And then I stumbled across Kota Factory, and that started with this romanticizing this toxic GE culture, preparation for it. You know, जी लगा के पढ़ाओ, जान लगा के पढ़ाओ, 16-17 घंटे पढ़ाओ, मतलब जो तुम्हारे साइड पे दुनिया है, जो घूम रही है, जो लोगों हैं, जो समाज है, उसके बारे में मतलब पूरा भूल जाओ और फिर सिर्फ पढ़ाई पे ही फोकस करो. ஸோ படிச்சுட்டே இரு, 24/7 24 மணி நேரம் படிக்கணும், அதுக்கப்புறம் எல்லாத்தையும் மறந்துடு, வெறும் படி 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 படி. ஸோ ஐம் ஸ்பீக்கிங் இன் 3 languages so that I can kind of um, what do you say, please all the 3 language audience demographics that I have. So coming from this environment, later I stumbled across this film called as Chichore, which is one of my favorite films of all time and something that has really influenced me. So I watched that, and then I was like, wow, the IIT life is different. You have a lot of fun there, you have a lot of exposure. That film kind of portrayed what the reality of preparation for IITs, at least in the terms of, accepting the failure. I made a video about that as well, talking about accepting failures. So enough of yapping here. But that is when I started my preparation, and the reason why I started YouTube was to be accountable. Yes, I was very much distracted. I have this very free spirited mind. That is, I jump from one boat to another, and I'm not on a constant sailing boat which is leading towards stability. So I have that problem a lot. So all these things influenced me, and there was this what do you say? There was this. Okay, what happened? Off screen recording. Okay, fine. There's some problem here. So I was. What do you say? I started watching the series on Netflix called as Alma Matters in IT, and that also showed me the dark side of it. And I was like, "Ki, I need to experience this." I don't know what it was. Maybe it was hormones because I was 13, 14 then. And then I started a YouTube channel. I started to, record myself studying, because for every video that I uploaded 3-4 years ago, it took me around 2 weeks to make, because the footage of me studying was throughout. So I used to be like, okay, is this one good or is this one good? Because I used to study continuously. And yeah, I started with that. I prepared really hard for FITG's entrance exam. The first time I couldn't go to the integrated program which I wanted to in at the end of 8th standard. And then I prepared again. I wrote it in ninth, got a good scholarship, joined in 10th, and then 10th में तो uh, it was nice because the first few months I was really like, yes, I will give all my 100% in them. The first couple of results were really really good, but after that it was just downfall. And then I started concentrating on boards, on doing extra academic work, doing extracurricular work, and then 11 started. And I think a lot of you guys know what my story in 11th was. And I named the channel Project IT because it was something that I was pursuing, and I had documented my journey throughout. And fortunately, I've gotten into an IT after a lot of failures. I have written 10 major college entrance examinations and I've failed in 9 of them. The only thing that I barely scraped by was J Advanced. So that is a weird, I wouldn't say it is a flex at all. It is a good achievement that I have. I am proud of myself for doing that. But coming to the point, this was the whole synopsis for me. Arey yaar, this was the whole synopsis for me, or the reason why I started this channel. And the reason I'm continuing is because I want to document my life in IIT. There will eventually be an end to this channel because I don't want to associate myself with only being from IIT Jammu. And some people were saying, VIT is, I should have joined VIT CSE over IIT Jammu. No hate to VIT, it's an amazing college. Um, but there were a lot of negative comments towards me by people whom I know in real life. But it's okay, it's all right. And now, coming to the main point, adapting to college life it's a bit difficult because see, my rank was 15,813. That means at that moment there were 15,812 people ahead of me. So I think around 10,000 of them go to IITs, 5,000 of them go to NITs and triple ITs. So if you see the top 7 IITs, the top 7 NITs, and the top 5 triple ITs, and BITS Pilani and Hyderabad, sorry, BITS Pilani and Goa, all these people are kind of very much smarter than me. So there's always this lingering insecurity of you're not enough. There are 20, 25,000 people ahead of you. So that keeps on chewing my brain up at night. And even coming here yesterday were the sports trials, and I had signed up for basketball, weightlifting, and football. Now, football, though, I can't run, I don't have stamina. Same thing happened for basketball, and I am yet to contact the weightlifting team because they said I have good potential. Probably just a nice way to say that you're fat और आ जाओ यहाँ. So मजदूरी का काम कर दो. So yeah, that was there. But when I went to the trials yesterday, I saw many people coming from mechanical department, from EC, from computer science, from very good branches, and them kind of, being really good at academics at the same time at sports. Before, when I was in school, I always used to envy the people who were in sports because my heart is right there in sports. And I used to say, okay, fine. You know what? I'm preparing for JE Advanced. I'm preparing for, getting into an IIT. So it shouldn't matter because they're doing their own thing and I'm doing my own thing. But coming here, there's a whole difference because there are people who have potential to get into IT, and here it is literally people who are in IITs. And I don't know if it is this kind of what do you say, this kind of mentality that we've taken, but we hold IITs to such a huge standard that we often say that those people here are, we worship them. Even being an IIT, no, I don't want to say that I'm even being a student at IIT, I kind of, look up on them कि भाई मैकेनिकल का है, भाई इलेक्ट्रिकल का है, भाई एमएनसी का है, भाई सीएस का है, तो 1 करोड़ 2 करोड़ का इंटर्नशिप लग जाएगा. तो things like these happen, and it is very difficult to move on from that J mindset, which is extremely competitive. Even now, yesterday, I felt really bad. I felt as if, yaar, gosh, man, if I could just play, if I had, just lost a lot of weight, if I were really fit, if I could run, because I saw a guy who was playing zonals in basketball, who was playing state level in basketball, and he was from the mechanical department. So, and he was tall as well, fair as well. So I was like, "Bhai, he looks good. He's very fit, and he does all of this, and he's in mechanical department." And now I don't like to create any disparity between departments, because each department has its own area of expertise, has its own requirement. But the rankings, they matter. So he must have gotten a better rank than me, he's smarter than me, and all these insecurities keep on pouring and pouring and pouring, and it feels as if I'm not enough, or it's not enough, as Kendrick Lamar said in his song TV Off. It's just too much to handle. Even after coming to an IT, you always find flaws within yourself. I think it's a me problem more. So I just wanted to let people know this, because even after coming to IIT, it is. I mean, I'm from IIT Jammu. I'm not from the top 15 IITs, but it's still a good college, I believe, and I know because the campus is beautiful, and the faculty are really really good. So I hold IIT Jammu to higher standards, even if people say, hey, third gen IIT जा रहा है क्या उखाड़ लेगा तो. But even after coming here, even after achieving the dream of coming to an IIT, it always feels like I'm not enough. I could always be better. It's not the point where, oh, you could always be better, you could work on your skills, etc. No, it's plain brutal. You are bad, you are trash, you don't have anything that, that you can represent yourself with. There was a chief guest, not a chief guest, there was a speaker yesterday, and he's a serial entrepreneur. He came in, and he told us that, you guys are in the cream of the nation, you guys are in an IIT, but what do you have if you remove this mask of IIT? There's this scene in Avengers, I guess, where Captain America asks Tony Stark, you take off that mask, you take off that suit, what are you? And Tony Stark says he's a playboy billionaire, genius, and philanthropist, things like that. But I'm unable to see that. And I think it might be the case for some people. But it feels really bad, because you all the good looking guys get all the bandiyan, get all the ladkiyan, all the sports guys, they get all the validation they have in sports, they are held here. All the cultural guys, they are really cool, they're popular, and out of all of this, there's this जैसा एक Venn diagram जैसा, if you take an intersections of all of this, there's going to be someone who's active in all three, and then there is someone like me who's somewhere far end. So things like these, they eat up my brain, and I just wanted to say to the people who are preparing for GE now, right, who are aspirants now, because I've moved on from that stage. I can't remember shit in organic. So to people who are preparing for GE now, I'm suffering from this, that is, you are not enough. I'm very insecure about my entire body, about my the way I look, about the way I talk, about my accent in Hindi, because I speak in a very mixed Haryanvi, Punjabi, and Bihari accent here. And people are like, oh, ki bol raha hai? So they see like, okay, he's trying hard, something like that. So it always feels like you're not enough. And to people who are there preparing, just please move away from this toxic mentality of, oh, he's better than me because he scored 5 more marks than me. No, the the mark difference between someone who got 11,000 rank this year and someone who got my rank this year was approximately 12, 13, 14 marks, which is 18 questions or 3.5 questions. So even though I know it, it is hard to accept, because it is innately embedded into my conscience that you are not good, you are not enough. So to those who are preparing for any kind of competitive exam, just feel free and chill out and relax. Don't get into this mindset. Compare with your own self. If you are better today than you were yesterday or the day before, you've done an amazing job. But if you feel like, oh, I'm not better than him, that's where the problem starts. And that's something that I'm trying to get out of, which is completely not easy, let me be honest. It takes time. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So that was my, so to people who have skipped here, because this is a yap session video, 15 minutes, kaun dekhega bhai? So whatever I said in this video, where my the reason behind starting Project IIT, why I'm going to be continuing Project IIT, and how it feels like to be in an IIT, my insecurities opening up about them, and yeah. But I'm looking forward to learning new skills like video editing, joining different clubs, trying to sing better, trying to play some instruments, and पता नहीं, बहुत कुछ है. And in Hindi they say ख्वाबों में खो जाओ. I'm doing that. I've been lost in deep thoughts. That is ஒரு தீவிரமான ஒரு எண்ணங்களில் நான் வந்து தொலைஞ்சிட்டேன். I'm forgetting to speak Tamil. It's really bad. There are a handful of Tamil people, 2 or 3 Tamil people. So that's why I try to speak Tamil, practice Tamil at any occasion. So, but yeah, that is me. This is the real side of me. And hope the lighting was good. And I'll be doing somewhat of a hostel tour maybe whenever I get time next week onwards. I need to learn editing. That's the problem. I need to go on YouTube, search how to edit on Adobe Premiere Pro. I'll try to get that because that comes for 600 rupees. So yeah, hopefully you might get better content here onwards on this channel. And thank you for 250 plus views. It means a lot. So yeah, that's it. It's very raw talk. And just one thing, in the words of Shivadarshini, just believe in yourself. And just never compare yourself with others. It takes a toll on you, and it leaves a huge scar, and it takes a lot of time for you to move on from that phase. I've yapped enough, so thank you for taking time and watching this video. So until then, this is Ashwath from Project IIT, and officially the phase 2 of this starts, where I document my life and try to survive and do well in an IIT. So Project IIT, one half of it is complete. The other half, there's a lot to expect. And yeah, and follow me on Instagram at ashwathkrishna.atm. So until then, see you next time. This is Project IIT signing off. All right.